Live streaming is on.
So I have 4 topics here. First, I would start with the training for you guys on the manager role.
Okay.
Moth, are you in the focus in topics?
Yes, I'm there.
I see you. Okay. The individual, then we should gather the individual, do our individual status updates, and gather the other ones, and then we can update the report. When is due? March 4th, right?
Which one? The
deadline. When's the deadline?
deadline for?
The deadline is when for the management report?
Management is March 4. March 4. Okay.
Sorry, it's not possible for me to join the session. I wrote earlier because I have internet issues.
Yeah, she said a while ago.
Okay,
Anyway.
Ate, please send us your manager role.
Yeah.
Manager role status update here or in the management PT channel. Okay. So, when is the date? When is the deadline? Can we just confirm this deadline?
For March for this management update, March 4, because the what you call that? Because the
Yeah,
new moon,
Sarah,
the full
March 4th.
moon, yeah, the full moon is March 7. So for 3 days before. Correct?
Yeah, management status report updates. Full moon Saturday, March 4th. It's not full moon. It's called full moon because it's 3 days before the full moon. Then we have. Then we can do the agreement proposal to send to the whole team. Okay. Training. So training here we can spend definitely we're gonna spend 25-30 minutes. Individual manager status updates, mainly yours, guys, because then. So we will apply what we learn in the training, right?
Okay.
So here another 25-30 minutes. Then here we should be fast, but it's a lot of things. So another going to be team agreement proposal here is 10. 15 minutes. All right. So agreement on the topics.
Yes.
Any objections to the topics?
No objection from my end.
No objection. Great. Let's get to work then. Right? So training. First we need what? What do we need?
We need the management doc.
Exactly. The manager position, right? Okay, here. I want you all to go into this document, please.
Guys, am I being heard when I'm chewing something?
Yeah, no problem.
I'm being heard, huh? Okay.
Okay, so you can, Joyce, you see this,
Mm.
you can link this recording then after, okay?
Okay, okay.
So,
Okay.
co-coordinator and co-manager position. What does
Yes.
what does a manager do? What does a manager? Mm.
The
So focus.
manager,
Yeah. So you can write down Moth, the bullet
Yes.
points in the notes. Okay. So
Okay.
focuses responsibility of workers and how they do their work. Workers and how they do their work. Can assign people work and make sure that the goals are achieved. No, he cannot assign. He can suggest to
Assess on the
us.
responsibility of
Yeah, I want you to write down the bullet
I,
points that
I
I'm
I
gonna tell you.
okay.
So we want to read this document together, but we want to take out only the key
The key
takeaways.
points.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, the key points. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we are. What does a manager? Okay. What does
Yes.
a manager? He focuses on the responsibility of workers and how they do their work. Okay. So focuses on the work. You can write. He
Yes.
focuses on the
Focuses
work
on the
of the workers. Okay. Then can suggest to assign people work and make sure that the goals are achieved. Okay. So suggestion for work, and then tracks goals accomplishment. Write this too. Be neutral and fair and focus on the goals being achieved. All right. So this means obviously he is neutral, and I don't like this. This is better. Be neutral and fair and focus on the goal. Okay, this is a guideline. Okay. Or no, this is a protocol. Can technically assign themselves to do the work. Okay, he can also assign work to himself. Make sure the work is moving forward. All right, make sure that the work is moving forward, but not make sure the work is moving forward. Make sure there is effort. There is effort for the work to move forward. What if the work is not getting done? Check with worker and see why the work is not getting done. Let everybody know, prioritize it on the list, bring it up at meetings to tell the executive and to let the leadership know. Okay, so the manager reports to the executives and the leadership, right? On
yes.
the work, on the status of the work. Okay. He needs to have a checklist on what is happening, what isn't, what is even on the checklist to begin with. Then checklist. Have a checklist. So more than a checklist, should have always a management spreadsheet. All right, where he keeps track of the work and what is
Checklists.
happening and the status. Okay, so
Yes.
write down management spreadsheet.
Management spreadsheet. Okay.
Typically, would oversee a budget that we are not here. Have the incentives to get the work done. Budget or let's say bonuses for the. So we have bonuses for everything, right? So
Yes.
if we do our management well, right? So write
Yes.
down oversees bonuses for deliverables.
One six.
For deliverables.
Bonuses. Okay.
Bonuses for output and deliverables. So, for example, you are the HR, you're the manager for the HR monthly budget, correct?
Yes.
We never do the budget on time.
Okay.
But if we do the budget on time, there
Yes.
is bonuses. Okay.
Okay.
So these bonuses is the manager who oversees how much they are and how to allocate them, right? Because he knows who worked, who didn't work, and who can receive the bonuses. Punishments: stop working, contribution ranks. Tell people what to do. Tell the HR ranking officer who isn't doing their work. Okay. So he can also obviously report to the HR board for the rankings for people that are not doing their work. Every manager position has its own doc, same as responsibility organizing process, except position organizing process. List of responsibilities and priorities in the main doc. Okay? So,
Yes.
manager position doc, you can write down manager position doc, list of responsibilities and priorities. Now we have every manager position had its own doc, but we evolved now. We evolved to the spreadsheets now.
Okay.
Spreadsheets, which is what we were writing before.
Okay.
Management spreadsheets. Management spreadsheets. So I'm going to take it away from here. Should have always managed spreadsheet. Oh, but this is okay. What does a manager not do? This is very important. The manager does not do the actual work unless they assign themselves the responsibility, obviously. But the manager, if a manager assigns themselves the responsibility, then their role as a manager and as a worker doing the responsibility are technically separate heads, and it can be difficult to manage yourself. So keep that in mind, and it is always why we usually have two managers for each position, so no one has to manage themselves. That's the policy. We should have, but we are so few. But the policy is that we should have two managers because obviously you manage your own work. It's a conflict of interest, right? You need
Yes.
to report to the executive, to the HR board about the
Yes.
work of the worker or the work of the process, and
Yes.
you are the one working on it. So you have a conflict of interest because you are you can be corrupted in saying, oh, the work is getting done, everything's perfect, blah, 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 when it's not true, right? Because you want to give
Yes. Yes. Yes.
a good image on yourself, right? So that's why we have there should be two managers for each position.
Okay.
Okay. So manager position organizing. When you organize a position, there are two sets of prioritizing that get done. The internal priorities, roles and responsibilities for the manager, coordinator position itself. Then you have a separate list of the priorities and responsibilities that the manager is overseeing. These priorities are separate from the position, as the position and the person who has the position doesn't have to be the person who is doing the work. Okay. So two things that get the internal priorities, right?
Yes.
Roles and responsibilities for the manager position, and then there is the list of the priority and responsibility that the manager is overseeing. Okay, write this down.
Yes.
Two priorities.
Priorities. Okay.
Two priorities. One is the position roles and responsibilities, and one is the priorities and responsibilities that the manager oversees. Okay, so this should be very clear for the manager, right? To have this prioritizing this. One is he sees roles, positions, and responsibility, and one he needs to prioritize the work that he oversees with a list of responsibilities and a list of priorities that needs to be prioritized, right? How do we prioritize? We score them, and then we see which one is the most urgent. Roles. Each manager position should have a clear role and description. Goes on the doc spreadsheet. Creating documentation, describing, organizing the manager position, learn about the paper in the BT session. Give me, of course, Mercury session management team. Okay, the management team is the Mercury session, which is every 1.5 months. Responsibilities. First things manager do. Create, okay, so write down internal role responsibilities. Make a list. Internal role responsibilities. You can help him, Joyce, if you want.
Yeah, I'm helping him. Yeah.
Okay. So internal role. So create and update the manager doc spreadsheet, right? Spreadsheet.
This is internal. Internal, you said.
This is the internal role responsibilities.
Internal responsibilities. Okay.
Create or update the manager spreadsheet. Document the goals of the manager position. Compiling the list of priorities and responsibilities to oversee.
Compiling the list
of priorities and responsibilities to oversee.
Oversee. Okay. Next. 2, 3.
This is not applicable. Then to knowing what responsibilities are getting done and what are not.
To know which responsibilities
are done, but not
are getting done
and which are not getting done.
and which are not. And which are not getting done.
Knowing who is working for each priority and responsibilities.
Yeah.
Knowing the assigned workers. Yeah.
Is it the same? Is the same thing? Assigned worker. The same line? I mean, or it's different?
No, it's another one. One is
Okay.
compiling
3,
the list.
4.
One is the updating the manager spreadsheet, then documenting the goals, then listing the priorities, compiling, listing the priorities and responsibilities that are overseen, right? Then know what responsibilities are. So maybe first is knowing the assigned workers for each priority and responsibility. Then knowing which responsibilities are getting done, which one are not getting done. Then another point, another bullet point, prioritizing the work.
Okay. Next.
Then reporting to executive and
then reporting to executive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regular reporting, you can write regular reporting.
Regular.
We know that now it's every 2 weeks, right? With the new policy. Mm-hmm. So new policy. I'm gonna write this down. New policy is
every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Update. Management status. Set through criteria and requirements. Criteria. Willingness to learn. Then next, interest in the program organization. Then flexibility and communication. Available to them where we know the topic will come up. Attend the meetings where we know the topic will come up.
Flexibility. Again, flexibility what?
And communication. And constant communication. Attending the meetings where we know the topic will come up. And then required written report.
And written report.
Yeah.
These are the criteria, right?
Hmm?
These are the criteria, you said.
Yeah, criteria and requirements.
Criteria requirements.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'm looking for all the positions. Let me see if I can find it. I can position this spreadsheet. Not very updated. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so
Yes.
are you guys understanding this training?
Yes.
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 Okay. So now, who wants to start to repeat? Okay. So who wants to? So maybe we take a 5-minute break. You guys
Yes.
read again this, and then when we come
Yes.
back, first maybe Moth or first Joyce.
Yes.
Joyce, maybe you can go first. Then Moth can also hear from you, and then Moth can repeat what we
Okay.
just this training. Okay,
Okay.
and then I can
Okay.
once you repeat it, then I can make you some questions to make sure that you understood. Once
Yes.
you understood, we can go in detail into your manager roles. So Moth, the
Okay.
HR manager, and Joyce, the tactical ops.
Okay.
Okay, guys? 5
Yes.
minutes.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
great.